This is a full-blown 4-alarm holiday emergency here.
It's Christmas, Christmas. We're all in misery.
We're all in this together.
It's Christmas.
Okay, well,
This is the full.
we got the lineup. Showed you last night. And we've got our wreath. This is what's going to go right in the middle there. Last year I had 16 channels, 8 red and 8 white. All the lights are still on there. I'm going to go ahead and take the red off. It's just going to be 8 channels of white, and I've got to test all the white lights, make sure they work. So that's what I'm going to do first here. So fun. Now I want to make a quick note. Last year, because I did wrap this with red lights, I'm not going to be using it on the wreath this year. I'm going to be using the red lights for something else, because I'll definitely need them for maybe wrapping the palm trees or the candy cane. If in this case, because I had they didn't sell short 50 bulb strands of red lights last year that I could find that were worth buying anyway, unless I went to LED or something. So I only needed half the strand, so I easily just took out the first bulb. I'm glad I actually took the bulb out of the socket and left the socket in the open spot, and it was the first bulb in the line. As you probably know, by taking out the bulb, in most strands it only turns off the first half of the strand. So I wrapped basically I made, this channel right here, this foot of the wreath was in red, and it was covered with 50 bulbs, or roughly about, I don't know, probably just over 10 feet of lighted strand. And I used the first half of the strand set, which was out because I removed the bulb, as an extension cord, so I didn't have to get another extension cord. But with the socket, what I'm getting at is, with the socket still in place, I could go to my bucket of bulbs and just pull out any red bulb, put it in there, depending on the voltage, with lights, as you probably know. But I can stick it in the socket. I don't have to worry about trying to find the bulb that'll fit in the socket, because seems like every manufacturer has a different size little socket. And this is what I'm talking about, this little socket where the bulb sits in. And most of the time they don't fit, they're too big, they're too small, they'll fall out. So if you're going to, for whatever reason, remove a bulb, because you don't need that section lit up, good idea to take the bulb out and put the socket back in, so at least you have that next year when you decide you want to use that strand for something else. Just my 2 cents, my bit of advice. Alright, so I've got all the white, all the red off, all the white tested, and it's going to go right here in the middle. I could just clip this on with zip strips, but I did buy these double-ended clips. I thought that this would be a little bit easier to adjust and slide back and forth on the wire. Also, if for whatever reason I needed to take it down for repair, or I don't know, if for whatever reason we have a really bad storm coming and I need to take it down, I can easily just unclip it and remove it. This wreath is put together in 2 different sections, and I guess you're supposed to bolt it through, but I just use heavy-duty zip strips to get it up. And then once I hang it up, I'm going to fluff it out when I decorate and put bows and ribbons on it, and ornaments and things like that on it. So the next step is I'm going to actually position my card underneath the wire there, and I'm just going to walk it up and clip it on. So here we go. Alright, here we go. Hopefully this will be easier than I hope I'm expecting. Trying to just scrape up the car. Okay. I'm on the wrong side, so I'm doing this by feel here. That's clipped. There we go. Oh, wait. Come on. Wow, that wreath is bigger than I imagined it being there. It's a little lower than I wanted it to be. But luckily, it's not over the driveway, which is good. So, we'll play it by ear. I might have to tighten the wire up a little bit more. Alright, well, I went ahead and ratcheted it one more time up, and it got it up probably another 2 feet. So, depending on if these trees start to bend, if the wire stretches, hopefully it will last a little longer. But we'll see. Alright, now we just release the strap. And voila. Unhook this. Unhook this. And we're back in business. Now this wire is rated for like 850 pounds. I don't think we're anywhere close to that. We still have a lot of weight to add, but it would take quite a bit to get up to the suggested maximum load for this wire, so I'm not concerned. Like I said, I double clamped everywhere. If I had to be concerned with anything, it would be, I don't know what it would be. I guess if I had to worry about something, it would be the trees. But I'm not even worried about that, so. That's better. Still kind of low, lower than I expected. I think it's just the wreath is bigger than I expected, or bigger than I remembered. God, I hope, oh, I can easily say, I was about to say, I hope I have 8 on this side and 8 on this side, but I can easily just transfer the wreath over. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I'm good. So to recap with what we're doing here, I've got 8 channels. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And then I've got 8 channels here, which will be 1 and 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, all the way to 8 in the middle, 8 in the middle. So these channels will basically mirror each other. Right? Then I'm going to have 4 spiraling red, along with 4 spiraling white going this way on this tree, and going the opposite way on that tree, and those will be mirrored as well. All that is going to be tied into one box up here. Forgive me, no, it won't. The trees and the chasing ribbons, which will be 16 channels, will be under that box. The wreath will be on a box in this tree, along with the 4 swoops, which I'm going to have white lights coming from here, going to 1, 2, 3, 4 right there, so it's going to swoop down, and then to here. And then 1 a little bit drooper, a little bit lower, and 3 and 4. And they're going to droop down a little bit lower each time. Alright, and those 4 will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to run 4 extension cords down, and I'm going to have candy canes placed right about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, mirroring all the way up, and most likely down the other side of the driveway and over that way. So, we're going to go out to dinner and get some groceries, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and put the, for lack of a better term, the swoops up. And I might go ahead and even mount the boxes in the trees and get them installed. I have to kind of multitask here. Now before, I'm way behind, first of all. But before, what I would do is put up all the decorations and I'd install the boxes. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to go ahead and try to do it all at once. I'm going to try to install the boxes, the extension cords, the lights, and everything at the same time. Hopefully that'll make things go a little bit smoother. The next big project I'm going to work on is the tower. I'm going to have to go get some PVC for that. There, tower, which you can see now. And boys, what are you gonna do? Start. I mean, let's throw around PVC piping, and then we'll figure out why we're crying a little later. So anyway, the PVC pipe, the tree, or not the tree, the tower, which is gonna be a giant candy cane. I'm gonna have to buy some PVC for that. So it'll be my next trip, and hopefully my last trip to Home Depot to get any materials for this year's hunt.